Make sure I'm on the right screen. Yeah, I don't want to be there. I want to be here. Okay, just a quick test. Everybody can hear me okay? And they see my screen? Okay. Everybody can hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, thank you.
हाँ जी भाजी.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Okay, so let's get started. We have about 4 minutes to go in the ADP non-farm payroll employment numbers. So what do they mean? How do they come out and how will they affect the market? So we all know that the jobs report in the US has been going to the downside. There are less and less jobs out there, and the JOLTS number was no better yesterday that came out. So it was indicating the market for the jobs to the downside. So ADP is a number that comes out before the non-farm payrolls for Friday. So this is the estimated change in the number of employed people during the previous months. So read this very carefully. A lot of people get confused with this one. Estimated change in the number of employed people during the previous months. So this is basically what it basically says there. It's an estimated change in the number of employed people. So the number has been going to the downside, and let me show you the chart wise. It's expected to come at 73K. That's what the forecasted number is. The last number came was 104K. So if you look at the numbers from the past here, you can see these numbers have been just going dwindling to the downside, right? Even one that has gone even below here. So job losses in the US has been great. So if we get 73K number, still that's still a bad number. But if you even get worse than that, that could really panic the government. But remember, we still got the non-farm payroll coming out Friday. So I do trust this number more than I will trust non-farm payroll. Reason is Donald Trump is putting his hands in everything, and I might not be able to trust those numbers that come out Friday. But today's numbers, I will trust them, whether they come below 73K. If we get below 73K, that is not good for the market overall, but the market will be happy. Why? Because we're going to get interest rate cuts. So short term, market will be up below 73K. Long term, the market will be down. Okay, very simple. So jobs number is very important. It's coming out in about a minute and 50 seconds. So where is the ES standing today right now? Let's take a look. So ES is above the 64.54 level. Remember this critical number. If these numbers come in bad to the downside, we will see the market initially pop. Why? Because interest rate cuts, right? But then the long-term word settles in. That the America is losing jobs, America is losing economy. So when that kind of sets in everybody else's mind, then the market starts going to the downside. So initially, everybody gets happy. Hey, interest rate cuts haven't happened, but little they know that the economy is getting worse in the U.S. for the longer term view. So we got about a minute and 10 seconds just coming out these numbers. I'm just gonna put on my financial juice here and make sure they're going to call these numbers out. We will be able to hear them. So, and there's no any other news here. No, there's no other news. So, like I said, numbers lower, it makes the market happy. Why? Short-term interest rates. But the long-term view is those numbers will be to the downside. Those are not good for the economy. If we break below 64.54, we will stay short, and anything above that will stay long. Okay, so these lines look how they've been respected since we had these lines here. These lines have been respected real well. So I do respect. It's possible that this thing can come down to 64.54 and then just move right back up again.
10 seconds.
So we got about 10 seconds to go, and we'll drop this into a 1 minute chart just to see the reaction of what will happen. So 73K is a number.
54K.
54K. This is no good. Initial response is to the upside, right? Because we're going to get interest rate cuts. But the long-term view, it will be to the downside. So initial reaction is to the upside. This jobs number is really bad. And this could be leading to at least if Friday's number is just as bad, instead of talking about a quarter point cut, we could be talking about a half a point cut. Okay, so this is not good, and 54K is not good right now. And the market is like initially is up, but the market eventually will go to the downside. So this could be a risk off day so far. Okay, let's see what else comes out. That's what the numbers are. Again, 54K, not a good number. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the chat. Make sure you guys are seeing this number. And there it is. There's your numbers. 54K. The forecast was 67.5 or 74K on Forex Factory, and that is a bearish candle there. That 1 minute candle is a very bearish candle. So your ES, where are we going with ES futures this morning? Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Initially the response is good. The market is holding up right there, but long-term view, again, that's how we determine where the market is going. So the long-term view right now with these numbers is to the downside. So how is the market going to go back up? Market is going to go up because if we cut interest rates. So we know that we are setting up for interest rate cuts. Are we going to get those cuts? That's a question. So we still have a jobs number coming out on Friday. We also got the CPI number next Tuesday. Okay, so all that data is still coming out. So this is where ES is sitting right now. So we'll come back to ES again, see what the further reaction is. I quickly want to take a look at the other numbers here. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is sitting at 23,509. It's pretty much a similar reaction what we got out of the 1 minute it initially picked up, then went right back to the downside. So that's what I said. My long-term view is to the downside. So my long-term view right now is 2 days because of this data. Okay, my long-term view is 2 days because Friday we're getting some more data. So up to Friday, we could see the market initially going to the downside. So it's expecting probably 80. The jobs number that's going to come out Friday may also prove that they're bad. If they're really bad, those non-farm payroll, we could be going to the further. Initially, we'll pick up. Then again, we'll go to the downside. So did everybody understand what unemployment does to the stock market? Okay, you got to understand it. If you got a question, please bring it up. We can talk about it. So make sure you're understanding what exactly the jobs data. Remember that market update we're doing every afternoon. We are doing that. We're going to talk about this jobs number, and we're going to explain it to you how well these numbers do work. And if you get to really study this stuff and you learn it, you will be able to predict the market. So look what happened to the market, right? I said initially up, then the market down. You could easily trade on this too. Actually, you can make short on the futures or long on the futures. You can actually make money that way as well when it's doing that way. So that is the NASDAQ. Let's take a look at what's happening to the Dow. Dow is barely moved. It's pretty much the same sort of reaction what we got out of the other two one. What about the Russell 2000? Same thing. Initially up, boom, then back to the downside. Then they realize the economy is not doing well. Well, we should be going to the downside, right? So that's where that's going. What is it doing to the gold? Gold is holding at 3,600, not moving anywhere. Initial reaction was up, then same thing, reaction is to the downside. My view on gold is long term is to the upside. We get the CPI data next Tuesday. That's really going to affect this gold, okay? That is really going to affect this level of gold. What's going to happen to gold next week on Tuesday? So what is the VIX doing? VIX actually went to the downside, hardly moved, right? So, and what is it doing to the 10-year? And the 10-year right now is holding this is at 4.21. Let me check there what the market rate is. I don't know if this thing trades here let me just get the bond rates here. Okay, the 10-year is sitting at 4.18. That's not the real rate because on this here, it doesn't start trading till 8:30. Okay, just on the trading view, I don't know why it doesn't start trading till 8:30. But right now, it's sitting at 4.186. That's what it's down 0.03. So that is expecting that. So the the 10-year is also saying, hey, we're gonna get a rate cut. Okay, I bet you it's gonna be 4% by the time the Feds start deciding what they're gonna do. So this thing could sitting at 4%, and my bonds are making money. Okay, if I get to the 4%, I'll be making even more money. So the bonds are making money right now. They're very positive. And if you don't know what, can you still buy them? Sure, you can. I think they're gonna. There it is. Now it opened up. It's opened up actually 820 on TradingView, and you can. There are other websites where you can go and look at the real time numbers on the 10-year. But what's this doing? Okay, take a look at my bonds here, bond list. That's what I wanted to go. There's my bond list, and my bond lists are making, they're to the upside, and they'll be making some more money today. And this thing goes to the 4%, I'll be making more money on these bonds here. Okay, so those are the bonds list. Anybody wants a copy? Let's just give you a copy of it right now. I know I put it in the list many times before. So this is my bonds list that I own. You can still own them. You can still buy them. I think they will still make money. Oh yeah, if it goes down to 4%, they will further. So I own 3 out of the 4 there, guys. Okay, and the market is headed to the downside as well. So let's go back to the market. Let's take a look at the rest. What did the put call ratios tell us? Put call ratio told us we are going towards the call side. If you look at all 3 of them, look at the IWM. Okay, and why are they going to the call side? Because I'll tell you why. Why? Because the thinking was there. The interest, this jobs data was going to be bad. If the jobs data is bad, they gotta increase the interest rates. If they increase the interest rates, let me start that over again. What these were expecting was the job data was going to be bad, right? Initially, the market was going to jump. Okay, if the market had jumped, these calls would have made money. But little these people know that if you got a bad economy going, eventually the market's going to go to the downside. Okay, so I think a lot of that has been screwed up in here. A lot of people not realizing what they're doing here. I don't know. That's what I kind of reckon with. And what is the Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is right now popping a little bit. It's going to pop. It's going to go higher because now it definitely thinks interest rates are coming. So alternate money is going to be going into here. If the money comes out of these these stocks, where is it going to go? It's going to go into here, and it's going to go into gold. Okay, that's where the money's going to go. And Bitcoin is slightly down, about $771 right now. Ethereum is sitting at 44.30. I like Ethereum better than the Bitcoin. So let's go to the day chart. There's your Ethereum, and let's go down the list here. So what are the currency market doing? Currency market should be with interest rate cuts. The euro should be sitting pretty much even. It should get stronger. This euro, if it breaks above here and closes above here, you can borrow I think the euro will go to 120. Okay, I still have a 120 target on it. Same thing with the pound. And if you get pound is already above this line here, and if it continues to the upside, 140 on the pound. And the Canadian dollar will get strengthened as well a little bit. But right now it is a little bit weak. But I do expect this to come back to the $1.34, $1.35 area, which is about 4 cents away still. Okay, what about the Japanese yen? Japanese yen, still my target is $1.40, $1.35, even though it's going sideways here right now. Okay, so those are the currency pairs that are doing out there. Let's talk about what did gold do with while we were getting those, looking at those numbers on the jobs. Gold is actually holding very tight. And the gold this was a breakout on the gold to the upside. So if you got a pop on this here on gold here from here, if should you still hold on if you got a good profit? But if you got a good profit, maybe take some. But I think gold can continue to the 4K level. Okay, so very easy. And the 10-year still still holding nicely here, 4.19. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the stocks, guys. Versa Bank is out with earnings this morning. Let's take a look at BBNK. What is it doing this morning? It's sitting at $11.36. It's up. This is the American dollars. Sorry, it's not the Canadian. It has jumped to $12.30. That's early. It came out with good earnings. They were better than the previous one. So I'm getting a little more confidence now in Versa Bank. I own it still. I think you can buy it as well. I'm getting a little bit confidence due to these numbers. Even though these numbers were not that great, the expectation was still better. Okay, the numbers were still better. Okay, so better than what I expected them to be. So I think it should be. I think this stock here. It's up to you if you want to buy or not. But I think still could linger sideways a little bit. But I think it's better than the numbers that I was expecting. So I'm gonna hold on for a little longer to see what they weren't just great, but they were okay. Okay, so let's see what the stock does this morning. This is the American price. What is the Canadian price right now? What it closed in yesterday was $15.68. So I'm expecting $16-17 this morning. See what where it goes. So definitely on that one. And CRM came out with earnings again. Every one of them are having a problem. The AI it didn't do well as they thought they would. We knew they were going to beat the numbers, right? They did beat the numbers, but the problem has been the AI implement. Okay, they said that in the AI implement. If you take a look at some of the news releases that I did put in. So Salesforce CRM, the news they put out there, one of them was guidance. AI is not helping enough yet. That's what they said. Okay, so and also Salesforce raised their 26-year revenue outlook to 41.3 billion. They actually raised the numbers. Okay, they're still expecting the AI to contribute, but they didn't contribute that much in their last quarter. So the next quarter they're expecting to do better. But these numbers are pretty good. Okay, I think it's the sales. These numbers are very good comparatively what they came out with, right? But I do think this is going to be an opportunity to buy this stock. If this stock goes lower, I think it's going to be an opportunity to buy. How low can it go? Well, my first target is 227 right there. Okay, if you can hold up this 227 level here, then I think it's a buy. Okay, so watch this next little while, and eventually we do this trend line, see if it broke it up here. That's where we actually wanted to buy CRM. So it didn't break up above the trend line. It is down to 240. It's down $16 this morning. So by the time it opens up, who knows where the price is going to be? But I think it is cheap. So let it come down yet, but don't just jump in yet. I think you should be able to get it cheaper. Okay. That is CRM earnings. What else came out with earnings yesterday? We are also looking for some of the retail sector. What is Lulu? I think they're coming out with earnings here. Is it today? Yeah, today aftermarket. So what do we think Lulu gonna do? I think Lulu will be. I think they'll beat the earnings. I really think they're gonna be able to beat the earnings. Let's take a look at the numbers here. What are they forecasting? They're forecasting $2.86. Last time they came at $2.60. I think they will be able to beat these numbers, even the revenue here, 2.54 billion. But again, like all the other stocks, it's a guidance that's a problem. But this stock has already taken a lot of beating to the downside. I think this stock will pop. Okay, but I don't play for earnings. I'm just telling you what it could do today. I don't buy for earnings. Okay, so I think that if you're holding this stock and you're not thinking about selling, I'm just giving you a little confidence that I think they will beat the numbers. I think the stock will pop a little bit. All right. I don't think they're going to be hugely, this stock moves a lot when the earnings come out. Look when the last earnings came out. It gapped down from $329 to all the way to 260. So look how big the gap was. Even this earnings, look at that. It gapped down big time. Okay. And gapped down big. This one gapped up to the upside on earnings. So it has a very good movement on earnings. So do expect a good earnings. I think it will be a pop to the upside, but I don't know how much. Okay. So that is confidence for anybody that's holding the stock or thinking of buying it. I don't play for earnings. I don't have the stock. So I'm going to stay out of it. I don't play stocks like that. Okay. So that's for people who own it. And what else is happening in the market? Google has been flying ever since basically that contract is signed. Okay, this is a court case where they don't have to schedule Chrome they don't have to separate it or sell it. So ever since they got that contract with Meta, the stock has been really popping. Okay, and I think it could go higher. Right now, it's got the wind behind it, in the sales. Right now, the wind is just pushing it up. Okay. Stocks that Amazon has been kind of going sideways. I own this stock. I've been contemplating what I'm doing. I'm still holding it. Okay, it is up this morning from 225 to 231, but I've still been holding this stock here, and I think it's still a good target at 240 and 242. If it gets to that target, then I'm thinking about lightening my load on really lightening my load on Amazon for short term. Okay, so that's my thoughts on that. Anybody have any stocks they want to talk about? If you can put them in the members section, we can take a look at it. STZ, guys, I have this stock. I'm still holding it. More bad news. Tariffs are killing this stock right now. Okay, it's sitting at 146. This morning it's slated to open at 146.70. I'm gonna eventually buy, but not now. I'm gonna add to my position. My average is around 162 right now, 162, 164. So I have shares in it, but I'm not selling them. I'm holding on to them. But if you feel like this thing could hurt you further to the downside, again, you're not gonna win every single stock out there. But I do know the stock is good. But the problem with it is just a short-term issue with this, So what is the short term? Just sit on it. If you got small number of shares, just sit on it for now. I'm sitting on it. Again, it's my own, what I'm doing, that's what I'm telling you. Okay, so take a look at what is the algo saying for the current price. Let's take a look. CRM, what is the algo saying? If you're looking for a swing trade on the CRM right now, remember it's opening up lower. On the daily, it gave us a short signal. It gave us a short signal at 265. That was back in July. Okay, but if you're looking for short term, go drop it down to 4 hours. What is 4 hours saying? Okay, 4 hours saying sell. That it gives you it actually gave you a signal yesterday. Sell it. That was a sell signal yesterday at $228. So if you had sold it yesterday, according to the algo, you would have saved some money for yourself. Okay. So yesterday it gives us a sell signal on the 4 hours. Okay. So take a look at what else is happening. Any other stocks anybody have? Let's take a look at NVIDIA. I know a lot of people want to take a look at this one here. It's holding this pattern here. This is if I know a few people asked me yesterday whether they want to buy. They wanted to see if they can get into NVIDIA again. But if you want, I told, just like what I told them, you can get into NVIDIA here. But remember, this is 167.73. This is the support right there. And if it goes below that, you must get out. So do you really want to, and what is the chances of this going up? The most it can go up is to 184. So it's about $14 range. But to the downside, you got about $1 and a couple of bucks. Okay, let's say $2. So, but you have a good chance that if it goes up to this side here, you can make good money. But you have about $2 where you can give up if the stock goes to the downside. Okay, so that is your Nvidia, and Nvidia has a sell on as well right now. Look at that, it's give us a sell signal. That was in a couple of days ago. I don't know if you want to go against this sell signal and buy this stock. Okay, so I would obey that signal right there. So again, let's take a look at some of the other stocks here. What's our insurance companies doing? CNC is still a buy. Okay, CNC is still a buy. It was touched around 30 bucks. Let's go back to the 1 hour chart so we can see it a little bit clearly. There it is. It's a little bit down this morning, 29.50. Yesterday did touch a $30 range there, and I want to buy some more of this, but I'm holding off. I do have a lot of shares. I bought around the $25-26 range. I'm still holding on to them at 29.50 this morning. I'm waiting for maybe even to go higher before I buy some more of this. But Humana is my favorite. Still, Humana is doing well. This morning it's down a little bit. It's up to 310. I was buying this around 290, 295. Okay, I didn't buy it down here. We did trade it down here, but I didn't hold on to it. But I got it from 290, 295. I'm still holding on to it on this one here. A lot of people are looking at UNH. If you're looking at UNH, if you have it, I think you can hang on to it, but this is a kind of bullish flag here. Watch for this to break out further. So if you're looking to buy this one, look above 316, 317. Okay, that would be a good point to the upside. Okay, so let's go back to quickly take a look at what ES has been doing since it come out with the numbers this morning, right? Again, let's go on to the 1 minute. So there it is, initial that went to the upside. What did the market do after? Went to the downside. So you could have taken a short anywhere here and you would have made a ton of money to the downside because you knew how to run this market, how to play this market. Okay, all right. I'm gonna pass on. Okay, check one more before we go, then I'll let Harvey do his market update. Then we'll look at some more stocks. BX, Blackstone. I like this company. It's a pretty good company. Let's go to the daily chart. So I don't know if you're gonna want to buy this or you want to sell this or you have this stock. I don't know what you want to do with it, but I'll tell you the technical analysis on it right now. And that first thing is I would draw a trend line from right here. If you want to buy this stock, here's your trend line. You know, it touches here, almost touches here. It touched twice. It touched there, so it has a pretty good touch. So if you want to buy this stock, this is where I would buy it. Is a breakout to the upside. Okay, a break to the upside, but downside below here, it could be a short 162.79, 163 below could be short, but above here, this is where you want to buy. Take a look at the fundamentals, what the fundamentals look like on this stock. Statistics here. 45 price to earning ratio is a little high. Even the price to sales ratio is high. These numbers are a little high. Okay. The fundamental numbers are high. If you compare historically, these numbers are still high. So it's telling me the stock is a little bit expensive. Maybe that's why the stock is cooling down a little bit. It could be a good buy on the dip to the downside. So currently the stock on the fundamentals tell me expensive. But on the technical side, if I wanted to buy this stock, I would not touch it. I would not touch it unless it breaks above this green. Okay, I would not touch it. Otherwise, long term, the stock company is good. Eventually, if it does come down further, gives you an opportunity to buy on the dip, I would definitely be buying it. Okay, so quickly, the 10-year sitting at 4.19. The dollar index is holding at 93.38, and Bitcoin is holding at 110. What else is? We'll talk about more stocks right after Harvey does his market update. So I will see you in about another when he's done. So thank you very much for joining this morning, and I will see you in less